Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you the all new 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. This is all new for 2021 and I'm going to go ahead and show you all the features this one has. Under the hood, they're going to be a 3.6 naturally aspirated V6 that is connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This engine produces 290 horses and 257 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers are 18 in the city, 25 highway, and 21 combined. Here is an MSRP sticker of this limited trim. If you guys are interested in the standard features this one has, just go ahead and pause the video. And the price on this one is $48,000. If you guys are curious about the color is called Diamond Crystal Black, and it does look pretty good on this Jeep, and it does have a ton of metallics on it. And as I said, the price on this one is $48,000 with destination. Coming to the front, you cannot mistake this Jeep for something else. It does have Jeep well-known grille, and for the headlights, I love the fact that everything right here in the front is going to be LED. The daytime running light and the turn signal indicators are going to be located right there, and the high and low beam are going to be located right underneath, and the high and low beam are going to be sitting in reflectors. Jeep badge is going to be on the hood, and the grille is finished in flat black with chrome. And coming down, they're going to be a metal grille. It does have the sensor for the braking assist, and all the way in the bottom, they're going to be a bottom grille. There's going to be a good amount of chrome in the bottom, and this limited trim has fog lights, nice and bright. And right underneath the fog lights, they're going to be this fake vent. I'm not a big fan of it, but overall the front end of this Jeep does look very good. But let's go ahead and move to the side, and I'll show you the side view of this Jeep. Here is the side view of this SUV, and the side view actually looks pretty good, but I'm not a big fan of those rims. I think Jeep cheaped out on the rims on this limited trim. You could get packages on this limited trim, but for $48,000, I really wish this limited trim had better looking rims. On the front door, they're going to be the Grand Cherokee badge with the American flag. The bottom window trim is going to be finished in flat black, and the tab is going to be finished in chrome, and it does wrap around and it goes to the other side. On the mirror, they're going to be a little bit of chrome, and it does have a turn signal indicator and blind spot monitoring system. On the roof, they're going to be some roof rails. For the rims, I'm not a big fan of them. As I said, for $48,000, I really wish that Jeep made them a little bit bigger or maybe better design, but the size is going to be 265, 60, 18. There's a good amount of rubber, but the rims are too small for this massive SUV. And as I said, guys, the side view does look very good, but let's go ahead and move to the back of this SUV, and I'll show you how it looks like from the back. Here is the back of this SUV, and the back actually looks pretty good. As I said, that chrome wraps around and goes to the other side, and it does have a spoiler, does add a nicer look. Third brake light is going to be located up there, of course. Shark fin antenna is going to be finished in flat black, and here is the back wiper. It is nice and small. Jeep logo or badge is going to be in the middle. It is nice and big. And for the tail lights, the tail lights are all LED, which is very good. So they're going to be the running light up top, and the turn signal indicator and the reverse are going to be in the bottom, and they are LED, which is nice. The L badge is going to be all the way to the left, with 4x4 all the way to the left as well, and limited badge is going to be to the right, and there's going to be some chrome in the bottom with the reflectors on the sides, and the bottom portion of the bumper is going to be finished in flat black. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of the flat black in the bottom. It does give it that cheap look. Here is a key. Key feels nice and light and very solid. It is a little bit on the bigger side or bulky side, but it does feel nice and light. Jeep is going to be right in the back, and it does have 5 buttons on it: unlock, lock, remote start, tailgate release, and a panic button. It does have a little bit of chrome right here in the front. To remote start the SUV, just go ahead and lock it once, and then double click on the remote start button. And to open the tailgate, they're going to be 3 ways: one on the key, one on the lift gate, and one inside. The lift gate opens nice and quick. There's going to be a handle right here, and there's going to be a light right here, another one on the left as well. And this is how you close the lift gate. There are going to be some tie downs around this trunk, 12 volt on the right, and a little bit of storage place on the left and right. And let me go ahead and drop this seat down. With the seats, with the third row down, there is a ton of space in this Jeep. There's going to be an LED light on the left, and right there there's going to be one USB, one USB-C with a cup holder, and same thing on the other side. There's going to be an AC vent on either side, and underneath there's going to be a ton of storage place. Here is the front door panel, and this top portion right here is going to be nice and soft. It's that synthetic rubber material, and I'm really happy with what Jeep did here. This whole thing is going to be that wood trim, so they did not cheap out and stop halfway. The door handle is very light. Memory seats are going to be located right here. I really like the brushed aluminum right underneath that wood trim. This is going to be nice and soft. The armrest is nice and soft. I love the white stitching. Window switches, mirror controls look right. Nothing too special. Everything feels nice and has a really nice sound to it. Here are the door locks, mirror controls, and this whole thing is going to be wrapped in leather, which is nice. Plastic in the bottom, which is fine. The bottom storage place is a little bit on the smaller side. I really wish the bottom storage place is a little bit bigger or a little bit deeper. There's going to be a bottle holder. Here is the speaker. It does look good. I really like that brushed aluminum around it. And for the seats look good. Nothing too special. They're very nice and comfortable. They do have a ton of white stitching on them, and power seats are going to be located right here with lumbar support. But let's go ahead and move inside this Jeep, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2021 Jeep. It is nice and spacious. The seats are very, very comfortable, and seeing out of this SUV is very good. The mirrors are nice and big, and the windows are nice and large, so seeing out of this SUV is perfect. The steering wheel does look good. I really like the design of it. Jeep is going to be, of course, ran right here in the middle, and I really like this wood trim. It is the same wood trim as they used on the door, and I really like this brushed aluminum in the bottom. And all the way to the left, they're going to be the phone controls. A few buttons right here to control that screen in the middle, so you could go up and down through a few things. And all the way to the right, they're going to be the safety features, the adaptive cruise control and the cruise controls. And it does have paddle shifters. And on the right, they're going to be the wiper controls for the front and back. And on the left, they're going to be the high and low beam with the turn signal indicators. I really like this brushed aluminum with that wood trim. This is going to be hard, but it does look soft. I really like the stitching. And all the way to in the bottom, they're going to be the brightness controls, headlight controls, the fog lights is this button right here in the center, and it does have the e-brake in the bottom. And for the screen, or for the gauges, the gauge is going to be a 10.3 inch screen. It's an LCD screen, and I think it does look very good. The resolution is very high. So let me go ahead and change the modes. This is sport mode. They're going to be sport, auto, snow, and it does have sand and sand/mud. And as I said, the resolution of that screen is very, very good. And overall, the interior of this Jeep is very nice. There's going to be a good amount of gloss black around the screen, and it does collect a little bit of dust, but not as bad as other cars I've seen. Here is the engine start stop. It does look good, and I really like the trim or the brushed aluminum around that engine start stop. Up top, they're going to be the engine shut off. When you come to a complete stop, the engine will turn off. Lane keep assist, traction control, emergency light button, and the parking sensors. And here is a screen. It is an 8.4-inch screen. It is nice and responsive, and I really like Jeep's system. So very nice and smooth. You could control the climates from here, or you could actually control the climates from those buttons in the bottom. You could raise up the temperature, turn on the heated steering wheel, turn on the heated seats. There's 3 stages for the heated seats, and of course you could change where the air is coming from. And of course you will have the fan speed in the bottom right here. You could actually click on the screen to change the fan speed. Here is the reverse or the backup camera. Resolution is very good. It is nice and clear, and when you move the steering wheel to the right or left, those lines do move with the steering wheel, so the direction that the SUV is going. In the bottom, they're going to be the heated seats, heated steering wheel, and the fan speed, the modes, and they're going to be a volume knob, a tune knob, and in the bottom they're going to be 2 USBs, 2 USB-Cs, 1 aux, and a 12 volt. And there is a good amount of storage place right here. You could close this cover if you want to. Here is the shifter that will control the 8-speed automatic transmission in this Jeep. Very easy to use. Just go ahead and rotate it to the direction. Basically, if you want it to go to drive, just go ahead and keep rotating the wheel to the right. And if you want to put it in park, just go ahead and move it all the way to the left for park. And here is the drive mode selector. As I told you guys, it does have sport, auto, snow, and sand, mud. The cup holders are nice and big, and they do have some brushed aluminum around them. Not a big fan of the gloss black. I really wish they used gloss black on the screen, around the screen, but they did actually use gloss black on this whole center console. The armrest is very nice and soft, so that's good. It does have white stitching, which looks good. It does have 2 tiers. This is the first tier, and the second tier is bigger, but I really wish it was a little bit bigger than that. Here is a rear view mirror. It is nice and small, but it is a little bit on the bulky side. Up here, they're going to be glasses holder, LED lights, which is expected for almost a $50,000 SUV. It does have a button to turn on more lights. And they're going to be an SOS assist, a button to open the lift gate. And overall, I really like the chrome around the buttons. And it does have garage control buttons. And for the visor does feel nice and solid. It is a little bit on the skinnier side, but it does feel nice and solid. They're going to be a mirror and 2 LED lights. Here is the back door, and the back door is the same as the front. This top portion right here is going to be that synthetic rubber material, so it is nice and soft. And the back doors do have the same wood trim as the front. I really like this brushed aluminum right underneath the wood trim. The armrest is nice and soft. I love the white stitching. Window switch, and it does have door locks here in the back. The speaker has the same design as the front door, and they're going to be a little bit of storage place. I really wish that this edge right here was a little bit higher so you could store more things. A bottle holder. Here is the second row. There is a ton of leg room, and headroom is very good in this Jeep. And of course you could drop the seat down just like that. Very easy to do. And inside they're going to be 2 cup holders and a little bit of storage place right here. 2 USBs, 2 USB-Cs, and they're going to be an AC outlet. And the AC vents look good. Everything feels nice and solid, and it does have tri-climate controls, and it does have heated seats here in the back. And here is the third row. There is a ton of headroom, as you guys see. So to be able to access the third row, there's going to be a handle right here. Basically, when you lift it up, it will move the whole seat to the front, and it will actually lift it up for you to be able to go easier to the third row. This handle right here will only drop the back portion of the seat, so we'll drop it down. Let's go ahead and do this. As you guys see, it does move to the front like this. So getting inside is very, very easy. So I'm sitting in the third row, and honestly, there is a very good amount of headroom and legroom. And I did review a 2021 Chevy Tahoe, and I feel like this Jeep has more room. And overall, the seats are very comfortable, and I'm sitting a little bit higher, so I could see the road very nice and easy. And I love the fact that windows are nice and big, so there is a good amount of sun coming in this SUV. As I said, there is a bottle holder, one USB, one USB-C, some tie downs, and overall the back of this Jeep is very, very comfortable, and that's how the front of this Jeep looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2021 Jeep. I would like to thank Keith and Executive Dodge Jeep Ram here in Wallingford, Connecticut for providing me this Jeep. If you guys are interested and if you guys are around, make sure to come check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.